How to trade crypto futures on Binance easy. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we'll be taking a look at how you can get started with futures trading on Binance. So let's get into it. Now, futures trading is a lucrative way to make money with trading, especially if you have previously been trading in the spot market over here and you want to, you have been making successful trades, but now you want to increase your profits, you want to increase the overall profits that you make over a smaller time period, then trading in the futures market is going to be super helpful for you. So, to get started, all you need is a Binance account. Once you have your Binance account, you need to make sure you have completed identity verification for you to be able to start trading. Now, after you've done that, you're going to go into your wallet and you actually have to deposit some money into your futures wallet because your regular wallet is your spot wallet. So from here, you're just going to go into your futures wallet. You can see over here, it's currently empty, and you will click on buy crypto or transfer money from your fiat or spot or basic spot wallet into your futures wallet. So that is all you need to do. And once you have put money into your futures wallet, you're simply going to go back into Binance, and then you will go into the derivative sections. You're going to go into USDM futures, and this is the futures market over here. So this is where we're going to begin trading on the futures market on Binance. So we're just going to load everything up. So once you have opened up the futures chart over here, we can begin trading. Now, futures trading is a bit different than spot market trading, and that is why it is so lucrative. So in futures trading, now I have opened up Ethereum and USDT over here, and I will open up the 4-hour chart over here. So you can see that the price is going up for Ethereum. Now, in the futures market, you're not placing limit orders in the same sense as you would in spot markets. In the futures market, you have two options, either to buy or long. And this does not mean you're actually buying that token. This actually means that you're betting on the price. So in both of these situations, you can bet on the price of the token. So if you're buying or longing, that means that you expect the price to go up. If you're selling or shorting, you expect the price to go down. So in this way, you can bet on the price, and if the trade goes according to what you have predicted, you will be getting a profit. If the trade does not go how you have predicted, you will be getting a loss. Now, what makes it more risky is that not only can you bet with your own money, but you can see over here on the top, you have this 20x. So if you click on this, this is leverage. Now, leverage basically means how much you are going to be borrowing or how much you're going to be betting that you don't have. So even if I'm making a bet of around $100, and then I can go on ahead and leverage that 2 times. That means I'm making a bet of $200 because that is multiplied by 2. So whatever price that you put in, whatever size that you put in, you can bet that to up to 100 times. And if the trade goes according to your prediction, you will be getting a profit. If you have made a trade that does not go according to what you predicted, you will be liquidated. Now, if your futures wallet has enough money, it will be liquidated. If your futures wallet does not have enough money, then it will actually just liquidate whatever money that you have, and that is it. So that is what makes futures trading so risky and so difficult as well. Now, if we move on over here and take a look at the graph over here, so you can see that first off, if you want to buy or long, so I think the price is going up. So what I would do is I would put in the price. Let's say it's 50 right now. So I expect the price to go up to 55, and then I can put in how much money I want to bet on this. And then after that, you can go on ahead and add a percentage as well. And then you can also enable options that are take profit and stop loss. So you can choose to begin taking profits at a certain price and stop losses if the price goes down, especially if you're longing a trade or shorting a trade, whatever trade it might be. So in this way, you can minimize your risk, but it still is risky. Obviously, there are certain parameters you need to follow. And after that, we're just going to click on buy long like this, and then the order will be placed. So you can see over here, in this way you can put in your order, and that is pretty simple and easy. Now after that, after you have a limit order, so in a limit order you can long it if you expect the price to go up, short it if you expect the price to go down. You also have market orders. Market orders are where you buy at the current market price, and then stop limits or orders are where you can stop your price limits at a certain marker. So you can put in a price you want to stop buying, where you want to stop betting on that position. Now, after that, other than basic 20x leverages or basic leverages, you have a cross leverage or a isolated leverage. Now, these two are very different things. Now, in cross margins, it means that whatever trades you have placed, so let's say I placed 5 different bets or 5 different trades, then in cross margin, what it's going to do, it's going to take my leverage and place it equally to all of my trades. So in all of my positions, my leverage will be distributed equally. So that is what a cross margin does. Now, if you go into isolated margin, in this way, you can actually put in leverage individually. So your leverage will be distributed according to yourself. You can make one trade very high leverage, one trade very low leverage, and all your positions will have a different level of leverage depending on what you set it to. So this is a lot less riskier, because if you're putting in super high leverage on a couple of your trades and the rest of them don't have that high of a leverage, if the ones that you have high leverage on go not as expected, then that can be very difficult to recover, and it can be very difficult to reinstate your position and increase the chances of liquidation by a lot. Other than that, if you scroll down to the bottom, you have your basic positions. All of your positions will be put in over here. You also have single asset modes on Binance, and you can put in multiple asset modes. You also have some basic buy, convert, and transfer options for your assets on the bottom of the chart as well. From here, you can change any of the tokens that you want. You can search for any token. So you can go on ahead and open up any token of your choice. Let's say you want to look at Dogecoin, and from here you can regulate the time that you want to see. So let's say I want to see the weekly chart or the daily chart, whatever it might be. And in this way you can monitor the charts. Then you also have a last price, mark price, and index price indicators, and you also have some chart tools over here that you can use to draw on the chart to better be able to predict the prices, or to better be able to view and differentiate trends on the crypto chart. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you are now able to follow along with these methods and techniques that I showed in this video. And if you found them helpful, make sure to share them with someone you might think that may need these. Share them with your friends, with your family, with your cousins, and share them with any business partners that you might have. And it might help you guys a lot to know all of these techniques and to follow along. And if you enjoyed this video, I would recommend that you please leave a like. And if you have any questions regarding this video, regarding any other video, or regarding any social platform, then you can definitely ask me in the comments down below, and I will try to answer as soon as possible, because that is the point of our YouTube channel. I want to show you guys on how to glide through these platforms and how to easily navigate and fulfill the purposes that you want to do with these social platforms. And if you have any details that you might want to know, any suggestions, any improvements that you think that I could add on to these videos, then please do leave them in the comment box down below, and I will make future videos according to those. And if you have any specific topics that you look forward to, also leave those in the comment box down below, and I will try to make videos on those as well. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out other videos. And if you feel like some other video might be helpful to someone else, make sure to share our videos with your friends and family as well. And if you find that there is something missing, I will try to figure out a way to integrate more accurate content according to your needs onto the channel. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.